welcome all. Today's topic is Satvik protections never to be disrespected. So yes, this topic is something that I really wanted to talk about from a very long time, but somehow was not just getting the time because of so many other relevant topics regarding black magic and supernatural sciences and different dimension things. People wanted to know about so much of the paranormal activities happening and different methods and different departments of that section, that every time this topic used to go back into the shelf once again. But today I thought of talking about this finally, because see, this is something which is really important for everyone to understand, that when they are going for any sort of a spiritual cure which has the word or the term Satvik attached with it, okay, they need to they need to understand and have the essence, know the essence and the power of this word and the method which we call as Satvik. Okay, this is the highest form of any cure that can take place in the supernatural sciences or the Vedic sciences for that matter. Okay, because it's the most purest and the most sacred form. So when we are talking about the sacred, the most sacred and the most purest, so of course we are talking about the divine energies and the positive cosmic energies which are associated with this method. So indirectly or directly, I'm just trying to say this very confidently and very seriously to all the people who are listening to this audio, that never disrespect the positive cosmic energies which are around us and which are responsible for helping us in certain ways where everything else fails. Because ultimately it's the universal energies, the positive cosmic energies, which can only help you at the end when all the doors have been closed. Okay, now let's come to the direct point of this, that when and how you would need any Sattvic protections. Now see, this can be in several forms. It can be a black magic victim who would be needing it. It can be somebody who is not yet a black magic victim, but since so much of chaos is happening and so much of negative energies are there, so many negative energies are all around us, and they're increasing day by day because of the Kali Yuga being around us. Okay, so some people think that it's better to be more precautionate about these things and take these protections before in hand, before something wrong happens. So protection is better than cure, as the saying is there. So they want to go ahead and take the protections before in a Sattvic form. Okay, so they are the ones. Few of other ones who are going through some paranormal activity, and some people who have just crossed or got some supernatural element along with it while traveling. So there can be different sections regarding this. Now I'll give you an example. See, whenever we are doing a Sattvic protection, there are three ways to go about it. One is the protection which is given by the mantra, then the yantra which is there, and of course something that needs to be worn in around your neck or your fingers or your hands or your feet. Okay, that becomes an accessory. And the third way is directly connecting you with not connecting you, but in basically your frequencies and your vibrations under the protection of these cosmic energies. Okay, so I won't go much technical into it. So each victim, ex-victim who came to us is being protected in a certain way, a powerful certain way, Sattvic process in which no animal killing is done, no torture of the animals or any living being is conducted. Everything is done through Vedic system and the yagnas and the yantras and the mantras. Okay, so this is how it is. So now what's going to happen is, I'll give you an example. I was coming. So few of the ex-victims, not even few, just one or two in fact, what they did was, when everything started becoming okay with them in their lives, suddenly this boost of overconfidence came inside them. And due to some frustration level, sometimes having a fight in the house, or sometimes, just because things have started falling in place, or even not falling in place for that matter, because when you wear something which is so positive, and if there is any sort of negative energy which is around you or is trying to take over, will of course feel uncomfortable, will make sure that you do certain things that goes against your nature. I mean, you getting angry more than usual, or you getting frustrated over small things, you not being able to hear certain things from your friends, your relatives, your near and dear ones. Suddenly you will start feeling that all your good ones or well-wishers have become your enemy, and the people who are not thinking good about you, you'll certainly started liking them all of a sudden. So all of this that I'm talking about can be the barriers for you to wear that thing which is given to you in the form of protection, especially when something is given to you in the form of protection. Okay, so then these energies will have one role to play against you. That is, it will try to make up your mind in a way that you remove your protection yourself, or you disrespect the things that you're wearing in a form of protection given by your spiritual healer, your guru, your mentor, anyone for that matter. Okay, because I always say that in Satvik processes, they are so strong that no tamasic process or any nuisance energy can break this, until and unless you yourself do a blunder of removing that protection due to your frustration, anger, or anything unusual that's happening around you. So if you remove it from your neck, your fingers, your feet, whatever has been given to you, that means you have the access to switch it on and switch it off. Switch it on, of course, your healer must have switched it on for you. But so switch it off, or to say no to it, it is only you as a Satvik survivor who's wearing it. If you remove it, or if you start disrespecting it and not believing in it, you changing your belief system or your faith system and going against this or doubting it will be the major causes of you and your protection getting dissolved into something which is highly negative. So all the negative forces can actually attack you and make sure that mentally they will play with you, and you remove your protection yourself. So just remember, this is one way. And the second way, I told you that sometimes because of overconfidence, when everything starts falling into places, you start feeling, oh my god, I've done all this because of my own hard work, and because of situations that I faced, my sufferings, everything I faced, and now is a good time. So yeah, of course I met that healer, and I met that guru who helped me out. But ultimately, see, it was destined, and it was my destiny, and I'm so lucky. My luck was on my side. So then you will, one strange day, you will have a fight with any one of your house members or your friend people, and out of frustration, you will throw away and disrespect that Satvik accessory which has been given to you in the form of protection. And the moment you do that, trust me, all your protections, all your blessings that were given to you, all the helping hand of these powerful energies around you, the positive energies, will just finish by itself. And that will just remain a hanging accessory rather than being an energized and a powerful protection for you. Remember that. And that's exactly what your enemies will want, who have been doing black magic or negative methods on you to make your life hell, or maybe something that has been waiting to attack you back, which is being controlled by your spiritual healer, is waiting all day long and all years long that you do something so stupid, and then you see how the attack comes back to you. So never think that you're out of it completely. You're out of it completely till the time you are in your senses and your limits, and your limits of not disrespecting things, and acknowledging and being grateful towards, the good part that you've been saved. But the moment you start disrespecting, disbelieving, doubting, disrespecting your healer as well, or their work, your chances of going into a complete downfall is absolutely stated. Okay, so never do that. I have also come across people who have told me that we have put all these things into the flush tank or the commodes. So imagine you're throwing away the spiritual things inside the commodes, the flush tanks. What are you doing? You're disrespecting. You think anything good can happen to you after you disrespect the divine energy forms in this way, or in this with this criteria? Just imagine your thought process. So this is, of course, demonic things that you're doing, something which is just not acceptable. Okay, so this is exactly what I wanted to talk about, that don't do this. And after this, when one person just came up with this thing with apologies to the team that I have done this in the heat of the moment and I'm really sorry for what I've done. We don't entertain such people, because see, it's not about the money you're paying to us. It's about the hard work and the kind of risk of lives that we are taking on ourselves as healers, and the team of the spiritual healer, all the team members. You're dealing with something which is supernatural, of the different dimension. These energies are very destructive, the negative energies. It can completely finish you off, and there won't be any proof for anyone to prove that this is how it happened. Science hasn't reached to such an extent that everything that is unknown is in front of them. Remember that. So you should be grateful, and you should have a gratitude towards the universe that there are few people who are genuine ones. I'm not talking about the fraud ones, but the genuine ones who are still risking their lives, helping you in this particular section. Somehow, even they are humans, even they feel scared, even they go through these traumatic, terrific nights with the supernatural things when they come and try to scare them. Your healers also get scared in the nights sometimes, when they are getting distracted, and when they're actually purposely being told through these supernatural energies that get away from the way of saving this person. Okay, there are a lot of things that you don't know about how spiritual healers' personal lives are. Okay, because they look and they sound confident in front of you people, because if they will also be scared, what's going to happen to you people? Your trust building activity can only happen when the doctor, in a way, they are your doctors. If the doctor is not confident as to what is going to happen in the surgery, how the hell the patient will feel confident? So, but remember, they are also humans. They also have emotions. They also have their own fear factors. It's just that they are facing their fears. And of course, if they're taking money for that, they're charging for it. It's absolutely normal. It's their bread and butter. This is something for which they have given their lives for, completely this kind of work and saving people around. Okay, so it's a noble thing to do. I'm not talking about people who are taking advantages of people in the name of this work. No, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about people who are actually genuinely working and solving things around which are so scary and so frightening. Things which are unknown, things which cannot be seen. Okay? Think about it. Come into their shoes for a few seconds and think. Would you do that for someone? Will you have the heart to do that and the courage to do that? So money cannot buy this courage. Money cannot buy this feeling of helping someone in a different dimension or from the different dimension. Okay, so respect your healers. Respect your gurus who are doing this for you. Okay, and in return, if you're paying them money, it is just nothing. It's priceless. It's priceless what they're doing for you, and all the team people who are doing this for you. Okay, have the gratitude. So that's about it. This is all I wanted to talk about in this audio. I hope this made a few people understand that this is something which is so sacred and so rare. So treasure it. Treasure it, and have gratitude towards it. Okay, so that's about it. I'll see you next week with another topic. Till then, goodbye.